Ladies and gentlemen, this is PUBG Mobile Weekly Mini Tournament Day 2 presented by Infinity Israel. मैं हूं साइतरन स्वागत करता हूं आप सभी लोगों का डे 2 के पहले मुकाबले में जो कि खेला जाने वाला है मिरामार की रणभूमि में. What a way to start off day 2 toughest map के साथ हम शुरुआत कर रहे हैं. Here we go. नाज del Sur की ओर से इनिशिएट होता हुआ ये फ्लाइट पाथ एंड टूवर्ड्स द वेस्टर्न रीजन्स ऑफ थोरियम. ये फ्लाइट पाथ समाप्ति लेता हुआ हमें देखने को मिलता है. फेवर करता हुआ फ्लाइट पाथ वेस्टर्न रीजन्स ऑफ मिरामार मैप एंड नॉर्दर्न रीजन्स एज वेल. Basically देखा जाए तो साउथ वेस्टर्न रीजन्स ऑफ मिरामार को फेवर करा. It will be quite difficult to access the eastern regions. I mean, I've seen a team heading towards Impala regions, but it will be very much difficult to access Impala in this game. Even heading towards Minas Generales, Truck Stop, Lab, and Deta, it will be difficult for teams. Newbie supposed to head towards Minas Generales, but I guess the dream is now shattered into pieces. Now they have to grab a vehicle. Only after grabbing a vehicle they can manage to access Minas Generales. Without that, it's not possible. Team Dropouts, they're heading towards Chumasera regions. Team R2F will try to access Los Leones, will grab a vehicle in between somewhere. I guess in the western regions they will find a fine vehicle to head towards Los Leones. And here comes the first circle favoring the southwestern regions of Miramar. Ricardo deepens at the circle, even Los Leones is present inside the circle. El Pozo inside the circle. Samurai Gang heading towards El Pozo region. Savage Squad headed towards Montenegro, a good drop location where Team Savage Squad they can just collect their loot, and I guess they will be prioritizing advanced rotation in this game. They might try to secure the center of the circle. Meanwhile, if we talk about Iman, was headed towards Vela del Mar. Joker, I guess he spotted Timar 2F, and I knew about this. I knew Timar was gonna just drop on a garage and secure a vehicle, and then they would just try to access Los Leones regions, and they're doing the same thing. Joker back to back shots will be dealt by his side, but no connections were made. He tried his very best, but didn't seek any connections. Meanwhile, Naneka is out of this game when Bros got facing a casualty in the initial stages. And this is a very usual thing for Bro Squad, not a huge surprise for them. I mean, this has happened a lot of times with them where they face casualty in the initial stages, but they know how to make the situation manageable for them. And from that situation, they managed to make a comeback. And I would love to see now, will Team Bro Squad uh, they will prioritize fights or try to seek retaliation for Nanika, or they will just move on and focus on their loot, and then in the end circles or maybe later they will try to seek some opponent and get some finishes. That's the nasty question here. But I feel like Team Bro Squad, they are focusing on loot right now. They are letting go this revenge thing. They will just focus on the loot, and after a while we might see them initiating fight. Team Swag didn't have a really good day yesterday, but let's see what they do today. This is day 2, match number 1, Miramar. Crucial game. Can fetch out huge amount of points from Miramar, but this is the toughest map to play technically if you say. Team Swag desperately needs to perform in this game if they want to be in contention. Although they cannot get that hashtag one because Zero Fear Esports they dominated yesterday. All 3 games were fantastic for them, and after a very long time, I've seen Zero Fear Esports performing so well in the very first day. But the job is not done yet. I mean, you perform well in the very first day and you show misery on the very second day. I guess the job, whatever you've done on the first day, that's all going into dirt. Zero Fear Esports, they gotta make sure that they perform well in this day 2. This very first game, yesterday's last Miramar game was good for them as well. So they got a good momentum. They just have to carry it forward. I'm really worried about Team Dragon Fangs because they showed us a glimpse of their talent. I know Team Dragon Fangs is a good side, is a explosive side, but Team Dragon Fangs since 2-3 weeks, I haven't seen them performing that well. Samurai Gang has improved a lot, I must say. Samurai Gang in the very initial weeks, they weren't that good. They had a really explosive gun power, especially if we talk about Dowdy, one of the most decorated players for Samurai Gang. Team Samurai Gang had a very good gun power, but the communication was lacking. Synergy was lacking, is what I feel, and they just couldn't win any fight. Saw them winning good fights, but they just couldn't make it to the end circle. That was the problem of Samurai Gang, but with time they found out what's wrong in them. what's pulling them down, and they've dealt with that. And now Samurai Gang, I feel like they're back on track. They're looking much more settled, much more better. Yesterday was, although yesterday's day not that good, but if we remember the last week, Samurai Gang, they didn't disappoint us. They played well, and with time they're improving. And after few days or few weeks, timely they just blow back and give a glimpse of their talent as well. It's not like a flat line on the graph. Sometimes that line spikes up of their performance. On their performance graph, that line sometimes spikes up, and we can call them sort of inconsistent as well because they sometimes perform well and sometimes they just surprise us with their blunders. Still no action in the map. After a few times, we'll be witnessing the second circle between dropouts. Uh-oh, Kraken straight away closes it. Joker with that pre-fire misses it up. Misses it up. Falcon lacking with his HPs, just surviving in 10 HPs. Hats off to Joker, didn't pull that fight like a rubber band. Just took 2 steps back, created some distance and waiting for his teammates to just close in. Joker almost got knocked out. Grenade was right on point. Rules has an off-guard angle. The way Joker bought time in this fight, hats off to him. That was a matured move. These are all young blood players, warm-blooded players, and they don't usually fall back. But with this, Cull gets finished off, gets flushed out of this game. Team Savage Squad, a setback for them as they face the very first casualty against Team Dropouts, and now they're lacking in numbers. I don't think so, Team Dropouts. They're straight away gonna go for that slam inside that compound. They're waiting for another opening. They're trying to close in. Rules, I guess he has something else on his mind. 2 players of Team Dropouts have already closed in. Conquest has a good angle. One shot, I guess. He can rotate more. The angle he has right now is not that kind of an angle which he is looking for. Not that much satisfactory for him. Because he can rotate more, can grab a more ultra wide angle. The way Savage Squad has slowed down the pace of this fight, they don't even have that kind of utilities. Team Savage Squad is lacking with loot right now. Rules gets knocked out. Falcon. It was a good setup for that 53 versus out Rules. Keo gets knocked out. Mating gets going with that fake stun pull. Sunny, last spear. Sunny knocked out. Conquest. He has to heal himself, and Joker takes him down. And with this, Team Savage Squad, they're out of this game. Sunny didn't even try to flush out Conquest. He was all alone in the open areas. Sunny tried to go for that clutch. And with this, Team Savage Squad, they are eliminated on 12th position. Comes down to 11 teams and 42 players. And with this, we switch on to the second circle. It will be a centralized shift by the circle. Maximum teams right now, they are present inside the circle. I can only see 3 teams outside the circle right now struggling to make it to the circle. Still, Team B don't care. They're in the loop, but Kancha gets a surprise. Watch out with that brilliant tracing. Flushes out Kancha. Gets that confirmation. Team Savage Squad. Team Samurai Gang, I'm sorry. Team Samurai Gang faces a casualty. Newbies puts on the other end. They lost Cone. And they are down to 3 men as well. Some rotational clashes going on between Team Newbie Sports and Team R2F, and Newbie Sports comes out with a retaliation. Hey, Demi gets knocked out, but still then they get that confirmation. So again, Team R2F, they are 4 men strong and ready to retaliate, but did they notice that flank angle being created by Boss? Okay, down. HB gets knocked out as well. Team Newbie Sports, they're down to 1. Base Bro, he's the only ray of hope for Team Newbie Esports. What's he gonna do? Guess he's just trying to run for his life. Esports has a very good position on points table, but that was a brilliant tracing by Hate Demi. finishes off this fight in style. No B Sports, they are on this game. No B Sports, they are eliminated on 11th position. 10 teams and 37 players are now alive in this game. Dragon fans still didn't participate in any kind of violence. The Pro Squad right in front of them. Three teams in this particular area. Zero Fear Esports might join the party. But right now, Team Pro Squad, they're in a very bad situation, is what I feel. They might end up in a sandwich situation too, and especially Wifey on that buggy on the backseat has a very huge threat for himself. But Pro Squad will just avoid that fight. Won't get caught in a cyclone or a tornado. What a start for Team GXT. Washa got that very first frag, but after that, a very huge try here for Team GXT. They didn't really push in, nor they're trying to create any more openings over Team Samurai Gang. But Team GXT has an high advantage right now. They can at least try. Washa should try to get some openings over Team Samurai Gang. You should focus on the opponent which is closer to you right now, and the opponent closer to Team GXT right now is Samurai Gang, but instead of them, they're focusing on Zero Fear Esports. And I don't understand this. And now Team GXT deploying themselves around Zero Fear Esports. This is a whole another story. Samurai Gang could have been an easy target. And watch out. He has his eyes on Team Samurai Gang as well. But at the same time, they want to go after Zero Fear Esports as well. But with this, no, we are about to witness the third circle ship, but there is still time. 30 seconds are still left, and after that, we'll be witnessing the third circle. Illusion knocks out Gorong, and with this Pro Squad, again a casualty for them. And this is what I was talking about. They might get stuck in a sandwich situation. Wifey gets a surprise. Dragon Fangs coming into action. Look at the amount of teams present in this particular area. This is a huge cluster. Almost 5 teams fighting with each other. Illusion knocks down 555, and this is what Team GXT didn't want. And now they gotta focus on survival, but Zero Fear Esports, they're looking so much attacking today. Immediately with that opening created, they are straight away closing in, and this is a new kind of Zero Fear Esports I'm watching. Mr. Snow survives that spray by the Barrister Martins Kawasa, knocking down Washa, taking down the big man. Blaze flushes out the four. 5 will be flushed out of this game. And with this, I guess Team GXT, they're down to 2. Washa is knocked out. They're down to just 1 man. Washa is crawling back, seeking for help. King will try his very best. But I guess Zero Fear Esports, they know they have plenty of information. I don't think so they're gonna just hold back. I think Zero Fear Esports might charge in as well. And in between Samurai Gang, they will be happy like a devil, because a few minutes ago, they faced a casualty because of GXT. And now GXT getting thrown out of this lobby. Samurai Gang will be happy and satisfied. 33 players and 10 teams are still alive. Samurai Gang going after Team Swag. Katri Mr. Snow. Zero Fear Esports facing their first casualty. They are being so much attacking for now. I mean, this is a good approach, but you gotta understand that you are surrounded by teams. You cannot be attacking. You just have to hold now. When you're surrounded by players and teams, you cannot be attacking. You become the center of attraction, and that's when you end up in a sandwich situation. And Zero Fear Esports needs to understand the fact that they are surrounded by players. If they attack their opponents, I mean, 2 or more teams are gonna attack on them. That's where Zero Fear Esports end up losing this game. That's what they don't want. At least not on hashtag 10. At least make it to the top 5. That will be the best closure for Zero Fear Esports out of this game. Top 5 will be the best performance to start off this day 2, but uh-oh. Things are just getting dirty for Zero Fear Esports again and again. King reviving Wasat. That's a huge twist in the story. Nancy got knocked out. Team We Don't Care settling down for now inside the circle. Third circle just got initiated. Circle moves for a synchronized shift. Team We Don't Care deep inside the circle. Meanwhile, if we talk about Team Pro Squad right above them, gentlemen, is the only ray of hope. for Team Bro Squad, surviving in the southern region of Picardo. But I guess upcoming circles might favor him, which is why Gentleman might not need to move. He can stay inside that compound, but there is a risk of slamming. And which team will go for that slamming? Which will be that team prioritizing that slamming on Gentleman out of nowhere? It's all about information. Any team gets that information that Gentleman is the only player surviving inside that compound. Guess teams and players won't really hesitate to go for that slamming. Right now, it's just time to just check out your bursts. Team Swag. They're not to have both the teams. They're just trying to pass some time. Team Snow. Circle is too much big to initiate fights. Which is why teams are just putting on those sprays and bursts on each other, trying to gain some damage and confidence at the same time. It does help you a lot. Tailing sprays on your opponents helps you to gain confidence. When you make those fine connections with your spray, create some openings, that really help you out with that really helps you out with your confidence. For now, we were just witnessing sprays, but now we're gonna start off with close range action. Washa gets knocked out. Fancy with that retaliation. Washa gets finished off with this king. He's the last ray of hope, and with that vehicle burst, Divine claims that frag. Team GXT. They are this game. Team GXT got eliminated on 10th position. 9 teams, 30 players. Circle moves for a sudden shift. Team We Don't Care immediately grabbing their vehicles, heading towards the circle, but I guess they're into action. Are they gonna fight Team R2F? Team We Don't Care has a separate spot, got a separate compound, compromising this fight for now against Team R2F. Right now, they are prioritizing peace. It doesn't really need to go for the slam, and they already have a good compound. Why would you choose violence when there is already a vacant compound right next to you? Good job by Team We Don't Care, but I thought they would just prioritize some more finishes here. But Team R2F, all 4 players were on their feet. That would have been taking their own brave move by Team We Don't Care, but that didn't really happen. Things got a greasy there for Team Swag. Rolling. Squats down. Cool. Uh-oh. Riz. He heard those gunshots. Took a stop. Took down Rolex. And now he will move towards the circle. Got that bonus elimination. And now he'll move towards the circle. The rotation continues. But now Team Dragon Fangs, they're going after other players of Team Samurai Gang. Downey becomes a smoke criminal here. Knocks down Kukri in smoke, but just Hulk saving himself and his teammate. But now he gets knocked out. Belly finishes him off. Khatri gets flushed out as well. Team Dragon Fangs. Like a very hard time now. They were in a really strong position at a point where all of a sudden that wave came where 3 players, they got eliminated, and Dragon Fangs out of nowhere now, they become vulnerable in this game. They were so much strong and in a commanding position too. But uncertainty at its best. Circle moves for a centralized shift. Team dropouts. They are present on the southwestern regions of the circle. Team We Don't Care holding the eastern edge. Team We Don't Care has a really good spot inside the circle, and they must turn this game into a winner-winner chicken dinner because circle is really favoring them. They have an ultimate threat. Team R2F right next to them. Team R2F might stab them. Team We Don't Care need to focus on Team R2F because you don't really know when Team R2F sneaks inside that compound and stabs you in your back. So you gotta pay attention on each and every move of Team R2F. You wouldn't really want them to sneak inside that compound. Don't even give them that option. Team Iron Wolf hasn't highlighted themselves a lot in this game. Played so much passive till now. When players, did they even deal shots on their opponent? I can only see Captain and Mugger dished out some amount of damage till now. Divide knocking down Bapuji. One shot takes down Captain Venom, going for that heal battle. Thora finishes off Pubg, and with this Venom gets flushed out as well due to that blue zone team swag. They are eliminated on 8th position. 7 teams and 19 players are still alive. Iron Wolves Infinity with this. He's out of this game. Mata gets knocked out. Mugger is the last player surviving. Team Iron Wolves really prioritized peace in this game. They played so much passive, but didn't get any profit. I guess they'll be getting one placement point if Mugger he gets eliminated now. Only one placement point will be secured by Team Iron Wolves throughout this game. That was a bad play by Team Iron Wolves. They really disappointed us. But Mugger with that opening created. We get a elimination. Uh-oh, one shot, had a good angle. Takes down Mugger, and with this, Team Iron Wolves, they were finishless, gets eliminated on 7th position, getting just one placement point from this game. They went back empty-handed. Such a disappointment for Iron Wolves. Yesterday's games were not that good for Team Iron Wolves, and today's first game as well was just a blunder for them, just like yesterday. Samurai Gang gets eliminated on 5th position. 4 teams and 14 players are still alive. We don't care, they're 4-man strong. Team R2F factors are now helping them out, because whenever Team R2F makes it to the top 4, their probabilities of winning the game becomes almost 90%. Their winner chicken dinner conversion ratio is so damn good. They just need numbers advantage in the end circle. If they have that, they managed to win the game. A head-to-head fight. It was a 3v3 fight, but Joker got knocked out, and Team Dropouts, they are dominating the game. They have 9 eliminations. One shot knocks down Kawasa, and this is the opening Team Dropouts was looking for. And even the blue zone Truffle Team placed on over this gets flushed out. Team out of getting that frag. Zero Fear Esports, they're down to 1. Kawasa Bro gets played out due to that blue zone. Hangman gets knocked out, and the blue Illusion getting ready for the 1v2, gets tapped in the back. Conquest with that UMP. Illusion was confused there. And now he's eliminated. Zero Fear Esports finally made it to the top 5. Gets eliminated on the 4th position. Team Dropouts. Very calm and composed. Got 11 elims. What a play by Team Dropouts till now. Divine takes down Gongwa. It's a 4v4v2 fight. I guess Team We don't care. They will first fight Team R2F, and after that, Team Dropouts might give that finishing touch. And with this performance, Team Dropouts needs a winner-winner chicken dinner. I mean, if they get that winner-winner chicken dinner now with just 11 elims, it will be a 21 points bomber for them. That's what they need in order to make a comeback on points table. But Divine gets knocked out one shot. That brilliant spray. Did he get that confirmation? I don't think so. Team R2F, even they've secured 8 eliminations. This is their quality. They look solid, but in the end circle, they make so much noise, gather so much amount of finishes. Russell Blow bending on his own technique. What? Hickman was right in front of him, but he didn't spot him. I guess it's a 2v2. Team Dropouts versus Team R2F. Team Dropouts have 13 elims with them. They are confident enough. They're taking the initiative. The UMP45 is going to create so much amount of difference. Grenade was right on point. Hora. Hey, Demi Hora missed by some inches there. And now Conquest moving in. One shot, 2 shots on Hey Demi. Hitman gets knocked out. Conquest. It's a 1v1 against Hey Demi. Switches on with an M416. It reloads, and Hey Demi delivers. It is all over. Team R2F steals that winner chicken dinner. Gets it with a total amount of 13 elims. Hashtag 2 for Dropouts. What a play by their side as well. 13 elims for them as well. Team We don't care with just 1 elimination. They made it to the top 3, and with this, we come to an end of our match number 1 of day 2 of PUBG Mobile Weekly Mini Tournament presented by Infinity Israel. We'll be taking a short break, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be right back with match number 2. Till then, stay tuned and stay happy. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is PUBG Mobile Weekly Mini Tournament, Day 2, presented by Infinity Israel. It's match number 2, and you're starting off with Sandhawk. Here goes the flight path. Initiates from the western regions of Banta and finishes off towards the western regions of Hatin, favoring the complete western regions of Sandhawk. It will be very much difficult to access the eastern edges. Dragon Fangs, they usually access the Mongnai regions. It will be difficult for them. R2F Esports is going to be a long glide for them because Paradise Resort is miles away from the flight path. Even the cow regions, Zero Fear Esports will find it difficult to access the cow regions. Each and every game matters here to Zero Fear Esports because there are teams coming after them. They cannot afford to lose any game. They cannot afford to even spend a one bad game. Samurai Gang gains control of the northwestern land again. We don't care, right underneath them in their southern regions, looting towards the Tambang regions. First circle has been initiated, favoring central regions of Sanok map, and the northwestern land is present inside the circle. Team Swag right now. They are outside the circle. Team Dropouts in the Camp Charlie area. They are outside the circle too. Same goes with Team Iron Wolves. They are looting at Sammy. They are outside the circle, but it's not gonna be a long distance for them. I guess it will be an easy peasy rotation because no team is around them. It will be a good journey for them. Just few meters they have to travel and they will make it to the circuit. Team Zero Fear Esports showing absolute resilience. Got a vehicle headed to its cow, their primary top location. The feeling like you're looting at your hometown. That's the reason why teams are so much concerned about their primary drop location. No matter what kind of flight path it is, teams just head towards their primary drop location. Team GXT Russia gave a really good start to his team in the last game, but team just couldn't carry forward that momentum. And Triple Five is a new player showing up for Team Gurkha Extremes. Team Gurkha Extreme isn't really playing like Team Gurkha Extreme. The way they showcased themselves in the last week, they were incredible, but this week has been very much kind of lazy kind of gameplay by Team GXT. Not that much great as compared to the last week, but let's see what happens here in the remaining two games. Tables can turn. You just need one good game to gain your momentum back. That's the same case with Team GXT. They just need one or two good games to gain their momentum back. And now they're preparing for the next week because they know the story has ended here. No matter what they do, they won't be able to gain that hashtag win spot. And Team GXT is a kind of team who just plays for hashtag win spot. They don't really care about hashtag 2 and 3 and other positions. They don't really care about podium. They care for just hashtag 1. They play for becoming champions. So they know that they are not gonna win in this week. They are not gonna get their hashtag win sweet spot. They are preparing themselves for the very next week. These two games, if they play it well, they will get a good confidence and momentum for the next week. Next week might become much more great for them. Iron Wolves, they have disappointed us. They've disappointed themselves as well. And this week, yesterday, they were even struggling with the attendance of players. All four players were not playing. First two games, they played with three players. Last game, they had a fourth player but faced a casualty in the initial stages. Rotation has really become a problem for Team Iron Wolves. Yesterday as well, rotations were not on point. No better communications. Player was just wandering. They were not rotating together, is what I feel. There was a there was always a very huge split between players during rotations, which is why Team Iron Wolves, they were losing players one by one, and they couldn't even make it to the end circle. They just got eliminated in the very initial stages, and now they have to focus on rotations. Last game as well, Team Iron Wolves didn't get anything. They just got one placement point in the last game, and there as well they were struggling to make it to the top 8. And this is what happens. You start off a week in a negative way, the negativity continues, the negativity sets in you, and it becomes difficult to cope up with that. Team Iron Wolves had two bad games on the first day because of that numbers disadvantage factor, and after that they just couldn't cope up. And there were bad games after bad games again and again, same things. Deja vu happening with them. Until now, they are just not able to stand up and bounce back. That's what I feel. I am focusing on Samurai Gang. And if I had to predict one team that would win this game, I'd say it would be Samurai Gang because I've seen them winning Sanhok so many times. So I feel like Samurai Gang might win this game. I don't want Caster's curse to affect them, but I feel like I don't know. My sixth sense is telling me right now that Samurai Gang might end up winning this game. There's a strong feeling I'm getting. Could be anything. But right now, I guess they're trying to go after Team Dragon Fangs. Will be a 4v4 head-to-head fight, but Team Samurai Gang has a height advantage right now. And they're just looking for openings. They're just looking for some player to wander in open areas. Khatri easy climbing up those rocks. But on the other end, Cased Captain takes down Cased Joker and team dropouts. Conquest gets flushed out as well. Two casualties for dropouts. The very ruthless stages of this game, but one shot pays back really well. Aton, her knees. Rose quite separated for now. Really close in. The Iron Wolves maintaining a huge split at this point as well. Bugger has off that angle. Uh-oh, one shot. Oh my god. Survives that spray by the Bears of Mons. The tree helping him out. Creating that difference. Becomes a obstruction. And team dropouts, they're sort of trapped right now behind this small house. They don't even have enough of breathing space. And Team Iron Wolf, they're just ripping off the thread out of team dropouts. And it's sort of game over. Until and unless Team Iron Wolves makes a nasty mistake, then only it's possible for Team Dropouts to make a comeback in this fight. Otherwise, they are getting eliminated from this game. But Rules takes down Captain. Ata will be focusing on the revival for sure. Infinity. She has a off-guard angle. She's not able to find any pixels for opponent for now. Second circle just got initiated and circle moves for Eastern Arch. If Team Newbies was still in bootcamp regions, Dragon Fangs, they usually head towards the outer skirts of Morgan something like that. Not a company for now. One shot. There was a ruthless spray by his side. Infinity on her knees. Gentleman on the other end takes down Rolex. In Team Swag, that's their first casualty there. Pro Squad got a good start in this game. And after so long, I'm seeing Bro Squad getting a good start in a game. Getting their first frag without losing a player. That's a big deal for them. A good start. A ray of hope for Team Pro Squad. But Noob Esports in bootcamp regions, there was absolutely no need for Age Misu to get separated from his teammates. There was no need to maintain such a huge split. Look at him, where he is right now. Timatuev gaining control over him, knocks him down. Age Misu now trying to crawl back. And he is putting his teammates into a huge amount of risk as he is asking for revival. And Beast Pro taking such a huge amount of risk right now. R2F Esports, they kept H Misu as an investment. They didn't flush him out as they knew that Noob Esports would try to save him. And then they would get their hands on the other players of Noob Esports as well. Mugger on the other end gets knocked out. Gets flushed out. Team Dropouts fighting very hard. It's getting exciting now. Ata gets finished off as well. Captain, what was he doing there? Didn't give any cover to his teammate. Knocks down Rules. That good hip fire. What we went with. One shot now. It's a do or die fight. One shot switches onto the M416. Deals huge amount of damage on Captain. Captain moves ahead. Flushes out his opponent. And one shot takes him down. It's over for Team Iron Wolves. Team Dropout survives. deadly duo of rules, and one shot shines bright like a diamond, and one shot still hanging in. Team Dropout lives to see another day. It all comes down to 11 teams and 40 players. R2F Esports surprisingly didn't get that confirmation. Misu gets that survival. The Beast Bro gets knocked out. Straight away, Team We Don't Care. Out of nowhere, they went for the Slamming. Slamming out of the blue. What was Team We Don't Care expecting here? What were they thinking? Misu lost that 1v1 against Hansi. He immediately got humbled. Boss knocking down Kongwa with that grenade. Viper lacking with his HPs. Molotov comes in on base, bro. Hansi gets knocked out. What's the bro? Takes one down. Oh wow. What's the bro with a quick 1v2 takes down base, bro, as well. Konori, he is so much separated right now. Oh, he's far away from his teammates. What is he doing here? So for Team Noob Esports as well. By the time Team We Don't Care, they will revive all their teammates, all their players. By the time Cone reaches there, it's gonna be late for Cone. It'll be a 1v4 fight, but in between, Team R2F got Hey Damie. There was a winner-winner chicken dinner for Team R2F in the very last game, and this is what I was talking about. Their winner-winner chicken dinner conversion ratio is so damn high. If Team R2F is surviving in the top 5 with all 4 players alive, they will surely get that winner-winner chicken dinner, and they proved that in the very last game. You just cannot keep this team out of the game. Yesterday they had a couple of bad games, but again here they are making a sharp comeback. Very first game was epic for them. This game pretty much moving in smoothly, but here comes the first casualty, the first speed breaker breaking down their momentum. But it's all fine. A lot of grenades are being deployed by teams and players. Hansi on the other end takes down Konoji, and with the Snoobies was there on this game. Falcon knocking down King. And with this team, Kurkai Extreme, they are into action too. King is so much separated. He was going for the flank angle, but got spotted, became unlucky there. He had some nasty intentions against Team Savage Squad. Washa taking the initiative. You cannot challenge this player. The accuracy he carries. He barely loses any 1v1 fight. Goes for that grenade. Oh wow, Washa survives that grenade. Highly barrister margins. He threw one, but didn't seek any connections. He needs his teammates' help. He's all alone here. Climbs up that roof very smartly. R2F Divine on the other end gets knocked out. Team R2F. This game is slipping out of their hands. Hora. Robin is the last player surviving. Daze that spray on Tura. Which way is he gonna run? Gentleman pins him down. R2F Esports. They are out of this game. R2F Esports. They are eliminated on 10th position. Lack of consistency. 28 players, 9 teams are still alive. Samurai Gang Pela is eliminated. Samurai Gang with their first casualty. GXT Leo gets knocked out. Gurkha Extreme. They have no other option left. They just have to fight. Especially Valkyrie, which is in. That was a brilliant pixel peek by Kyo. Samurai. Savage Squad, I'm really sorry. Savage Squad Skull gets knocked out. Kyo is the only ray of hope. What is Kyo gonna do here? He's trying to revive his teammates. Sunny gonna pop in that first hit. Will he be able to pop in that first hit? Alright, Sunny survives. Even Falcon will be able to pop in that first hit. And with this Savage Squad, they will be 3-man strong. Situation could have been worse for them. Kyo becomes a savior for his team. He could have been the last player for Team Savage Squad, but he revives his teammates, wins that crucial 1v1 against Washa. It's not at all easy to win a 1v1 against Washa, but he did that. But now, Skull is eliminated. Those revival costed them one casualty in the name of Skull. They're ready to bear it. Sunny gets welcomed inside the circle. That was a warm welcome by Team We Don't Care. Sunny gets knocked out. He will get that revival. And good thing my team Savage Squad is they are now present inside the circle. They're on the edge and they have to defeat Bro Squad in order to gain a good position inside the circle. Gentlemen with 4 elims out of 5. One contributed by Wifey, but she's no more. 7 teams, 18 players are still alive. Kurung behind that buggy. And that buggy is gonna catch Team Bro Squad's Team Savage Squad's players' attention. Not Team Bro Squad, but Savage Squad's players' attention. Players will be suspicious. This is the reason why they're not moving much. Gentleman knocks down Viper now. Team V don't care. Facing some issues there. Facing huge amount of cover. And it's gonna be a dangerous situation. Kongwa fell out of his vehicle. Got low. Kongwa gets knocked out. Hansi in open areas gets knocked out as well. What's the bro? Will be prioritizing that heal battle. He's gotta focus on his person. What is he doing? He almost got late there. Kurung gets flushed out. Pro squad. Are they eliminated from this game? Yes, they are. If we don't care, Viper. It's finished off due to the blue zone. Samurai Gang. Kancha gets eliminated. What's the bro? The last player surviving. He has 3 first aids with him. And I guess he will be focusing on that heal battle. But Zero Fury Esports. Wow. Again, they made it to the top 5. They're 4-man strong. And their probabilities of winning this game are almost 90%. Savage Squad might interrupt. Savage Squad might create trouble for Team Zero Fury Esports. In fact, they are 3-man strong too. But now Babuji gets knocked out. That was crucial. Illusion at first. Betty is hurt. So knocking down Falcon. And Zero Fury Esports, they're sort of controlling this game. Getting control over each and every team. They're in a dominant position right now. Gentleman knocks down Sonny. Savage Squad Kyo is the only ray of hope now. He's the last player surviving and he slows down the pace of this fight. He doesn't want to be the center of attraction. He just enters the circle and rests himself there. Gentleman finishes off Sonic. 7 elims. Fantastic performance by this player. Betty spots down Illusion. Will be a the circle, but Bailey won't allow Illusion to make it to the circle. Knocks him down. Zero Fury Esport doesn't need to worry because they are 4-man strong. They can do multitasking for now. Q has a crucial spot. Q can really cause a disaster for Zero Fury Esports from this particular position. Very difficult to gain angle over opponents. It's really difficult to gain angle over his opponents. Pubg using his utilities, using all his util skills. Oh no, but finally gets caught off guard. Mr. Snow stabbing him in his back. Barely trying to make it to the circle. Now he's relying on his reflexes, knocks down Kawasa. That was a brilliant spray. It was a nasty spray. What about Kyo? Isn't he closing in? He's taking his time. Barely if he knocks down one more player, I guess Kyo might get the job done. Grenade was right on point. Betty gets finished off. Team Swag, they're eliminated from this game. But now Kyo, it's his time to shine bright like a diamond for his team. 6 elims out of 9. He has contributed. Mr. Snow gets flushed off. Kawasa gets that revival. It's a 1v3 for Kyo. Zero Fury Esports marching towards another winner chicken dinner. It's really, really difficult for Kyo. Turn this into a 1v3 clutch. Zero Fury Esports won't really allow this. And Zero Fury Esports are in a terrific form. I don't think so. They're going to make this blunder. But Kawasa, with a casual approach, gets knocked out. Kyo trying to flush him down. Flushes him out. Gets 10th elimination. He goes out and plays to up, pins him down, and it is all over. Zero Fury Esports gets the job done again. With 9 elims, they got that winner chicken dinner. Hashtag 2 for Savage Squad with 10 eliminations. With this, we come to an end of this Sano game. We will be taking a short break. right after the break. We will be starting off with our main event of the evening. Till then, make sure to hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pubg Mobile Weekly Mini Tournament Day 2 presented by Infinity Israel, and this is the main event of the evening. The mother of all map, Irenga, will be played like they won last war, like they won last battle. Here we go. Flight path, initiating from Georgiapur. The Big Eagle again in the sky, moving from Georgiapur towards the western regions of, towards the northern regions of Lipovka, favoring the northern regions of Erangel map and the central regions as well. It will be quite easy to access the northern regions and the central regions, but it is now difficult to head towards the southern regions, especially Samurai Gang, where they try to access the outer skirts of Ferry Pier, mainly the Ferry Pier highway they access. It's gonna be a pain in the heart for them. No esports. Head towards the western region of Gatka, that's gonna be a long glide for them. Out of esports, easily they'll access the school apartment regions, but the main focus is on collecting vehicles, so they will head towards some small compounds to gain some vehicles first, and after that they will be focusing on loot, and then they will execute the rotation, because this first circle is sort of a confusion for players, because the bridge right now, the military base bridge, is almost at the center of the circle. So there is confusion whether the circle will favor the southern regions of Erangel map or the mainland. Players are right now confused, but after the second or the third circle we will get the closure. But players, I mean, some teams might take some precautions, and they would go for advanced rotation and try to access Sosno community base. Sosno community base is really isn't any team's drop location. That's so much unique and out of the box. No team looks at Sosno military base as their primary drop location. No team has headed towards military base. Military base will be vacant in this game, as always, just like other Erangel games. But is there a drop clash in Yasnaya Poliana? My goodness, Team GXT headed towards Yasnaya Poliana, and they're going after Team Dropouts. I don't know why. Both the teams are looting their particular areas. There is a huge amount of distance between Team Dropouts and Team GXT. For now, this fight will take some time to get initiated. By that time, Team Dropouts will collect satisfactory amount of loot for themselves. But Team We Don't Care with the blunder. What's the bro knocking down his own teammate? What's happening there? Kongwa gets knocked out. I guess they were just fighting for some extra loot. That's funny. What's bro is focusing on loot instead of reviving his own teammate. Nothing goes for that. Okay. He did most of the job there. Most of the part. There's so much shots on the truck to burst it down. Broke that truck down. Looted it. And now he'll focus on reviving his own teammate. That was funny. But this is the last game, and lobby is usually very much rough and tough in the very last game. Players usually prioritize gunfights, drop clashes. But right now, players are playing so much passively. There is not much aggression in the lobby for now. Zero Fear Esports really did well in this week. I mean, the way they've dominated in this week is just phenomenal. Yesterday, I guess they got in the very first game they got a winner chicken dinner. In the very last game, I don't remember but they did make it to the top five today as well. In the very first game, they made it to the top five. Second game, they got that brilliant winner chicken dinner. What about this very last game now? Yesterday, they got a winner chicken dinner in Erangel. Can they do it again? Zero Fear Esports, they are the head of the table for now, and no team is around them. Zero Fear Esports has a huge amount of lead on points table. It's really very difficult for any team to pull them down. You just have to pull off a miracle if you want to cross Zero Fear Esports, or you want to overtake them on points table. It's so much difficult. Only inhuman skills would allow you to overtake Zero Fear Esports now, because the way they've played in this week, I've criticized them a lot, but I guess now I have to take my words back. Said a lot of things about Zero Fear Esports, but I guess those things have affected them in a positive way. I think they listened to me a lot. Zero Fear Esports didn't really change their strategy. They were playing with that same strategy, but now they are finding results. So I guess with time, they will become much more better with this kind of strategy they use. In the initial stages, they play passive in the end circles. They don't really focus on finishes, if we see. Zero Fear Esports doesn't really care about finishes. If they get it, it's okay. If they don't get it, it's okay for them. Usually they focus on placement points. Their main motto is to make it to the top 5, and after that they start to collect some finishes. They explode, and with that explosion, multiple players they get charged up. They try to get finishes. So that's the kind of form they have to build in each and every game. If they mess up in the initial stages, that's the end for them. So for that, they have to be four-man strong in the end circle of each and every game. If they face casualty in the very initial stages, that momentum just breaks in, and then Zero Fear Esports. The casualty story just continues. That just doesn't stop, and they get eliminated from the game. So if Zero Fear Esports they want to win a game, the theory is quite same. They just don't have to face casualty in the initial stages. They need that manpower advantage in the last circle. Then only they are able to convert that game into a winner-winner chicken dinner. But for now, the first split coming out of this game, team dropouts losing rules, not a big thing for team dropouts. Team dropouts, they're habitual of losing players in the initial stages. Miramar, they got hashtag 2 with 13 elims. In that game as well, they faced early casualties, but still, two players, I guess there was Conquest and One Shot, took their team further, made it to the top 2. So the credit goes to them. But in that game as well, they faced early casualties, but still managed to get that hashtag 2. And it was in circle 2v2 fight. And there was a possibility where team dropouts could get a winner-winner chicken. And I should say that they threw that winner-winner chicken in because team dropouts has a really good gun power. I mean, their opponents were team R2F. Difficulty was a lot there. But still, I believe the team dropouts threw that winner-winner chicken and they could have won that game. One Shot, I saw him getting confused between the selection of weapon. He first switched on to the DBS and again to that M416. He seemed confused there. Took so much time, and it was enough for Head Demi to deal that one DBS shot on his opponent and get that job done. Zero Fear Esports versus Pro Squad. I guess this fight might get initiated, but Zero Fear Esports, they're so much clearer in their mind. They don't want a fight in the initial stages. They immediately took a U-turn, changed their direction. But I feel like Pro Squad, they're deliberately going after Team Zero Fear Esports. They know where they drop, where they loot. Team Pro Squad, I guess they deliberately headed to this particular position, this particular location, where they wanted a clash against Zero Fear Esports. But Zero Fear Esports, they seem sort of defensive. Took a U-turn, didn't mess up with Team Pro Squad. And now they've changed the direction of the rotation. First, they were trying to access the circle from the northern edges of the circle, of the first circle, basically from the eastern regions of the Georgia Pool Everest. But now they've taken a much longer route. They are extending the rotation, and now they're entering the circle from the northwestern regions, which is a good thing. You should be passive in the very initial stages because each and every game matters here. Even though you have a good lead on points table, doesn't mean that you will just throw away a game. You started this week with a really good gameplay, a really good performance, and you would love to a week with a good performance, with a statement, with a good standard, with a good image. Zero Fear Esports not ready to throw a game. They're playing this game just like the very first game they played in this week, with absolute concentration, focus, and big desires. Getting that winner. Samurai Gang versus Team Mobile Esports. Tani gets knocked out. It was a 1v2 for him. Hela has off-gun angle. Can he trap Boss down? He has to move further from here. He won't really find any angle on his opponent. Cruel. All eyes on him. So much pressure on this opponent. Noob. Boss closes in. Cruel dealt that spray. Dealt good amount of damage, but couldn't just get that opening. And now Boss with that off-guard angle. He's gonna be a pain in the heart for Cruel. Hunter gets finished off with this. Cruel will be able to pop in that first aid. Pela wins that 1v1 against Boss. buying time with that Ace 32 takes down Beast. 1v2 now. Bella will surely give cover to his teammate. Krill knocking down another player. He is unstoppable in close range. And he's getting enough amount of cover from his teammate as well. Bella knocking down Ko now. And Misu sees the last player for his team. Wow. Team Samurai Gang turned at the table. It was a 2v4. And now it's a 2v2. Numbers factor become even Steven with this. It's a 2v1, not a 2v2. Beast Bro is already flushed out. It was a 2v4 and now it's a 2v1 and Misu gets taken down. Samurai Gang rose from the dead. No Beast Bros fell on their face. They become overconfident after taking down two players. They were looking in a hurry and there was very minimal use of utilities there. Didn't they have any? No way. They had utilities, but they didn't use them. Which is why they got eliminated on 11th position, and that was unacceptable because half of the job was already done. They already took down two players and they just had to take two. So what a retaliation by Samurai Gang, Bella and Cruel with a fantastic 2v4 execution. Bella doing the most of the job, contributing 3 finishes out of 4. Team Dropouts, the ugly star of this game for them. Conquest is the last player surviving. And who would believe that Team Dropouts started with a terrific performance in the very first game, and now they're about to get eliminated on 10th position. I thought Team Dropouts are gonna make this game a monumental game for them. I thought they would make this day a monumental day for them, but after that very first game, I didn't see any kind of consistency by Team Dropouts. Even the Sanok game was pretty much ordinary for them. 10 teams and 35 players are still alive. Team Dragonfangs still out of action. And Team Dragonfangs doesn't have a lot to win for themselves. Doesn't really have a lot to lose. Why don't they just go aggressive? Why don't they just search and hunt? They're still waiting for position. They're still waiting for teams to charge in. And now we are gonna move inside the third phase of this last game of this week. In Circle moves for a northeastern shift now. Dragonfangs, they are present at the Circle. Right now they are present in the southern regions of Pachinki. They're almost at the center of the Circle. They might get happy with this position. They don't have no cover there in open areas, and immediately Swag didn't even give it a second thought. He straight away charged in. Straight away they went for that slam in. Dragonfangs, usually they are aggressive, but now a change in strategy by their side. They're trying to play defensive, which is why they're facing a lot of trouble. On the back end area, GXT gathering in. Rolex gets knocked out. 3 becoming a game changer. Riz moves in and brilliant job done there by Riz. Quick 1v2 just like that. Dragonfangs bounces back. Wins that fight. Team Swag, they are eliminated on 10th position. That was a clean sweep by Team Dragonfangs. Hulk got knocked out. All pressure was on Dragonfangs, but the way they retaliated, that was epic. Team Swag, that was a good execution, I must say. But there was not much clarity. I guess Team Dragonfangs were too good for Team Swag in that particular situation. Because the way Khatri went in and straight away created that opening through that vehicle ran over. That's where Team Swag started falling apart. Iron Wolves Arthur gets knocked out. Iron Wolves desperately needs one good game. Team GXT now going aggressive, going after Team Dragonfangs. They could have done this before. They could have gone for the third party. They were in these particular regions only. They were not that far away. I even saw 555 nearby. They could have gone for an early third party. But with that brilliant grenade, Washa created that opening. Immediately Team GXT charges in. Washa is just unstoppable, takes down another player. And this Hulk is out of this game, and Washa gets knocked out due to that grenade. And Now the big man is on his knees. Leo lacking with his HPs. Riz is confident enough. He wants to close in. He wants to taste Leo's blood. But Leo just buying time. Triple Five gets knocked out as well, and I guess it is the end for Team GXT. Leo dealing damage on Riz. Look at his HP. He didn't even heal himself, and Riz goes for the clutch. Oh my goodness, Team Dragon Fangs lives to see another day. Teams after teams are being slaughtered by Team Dragon Fangs. And this is the end for Team Gurkha Extreme. Team Gurkha Extreme, they're eliminated on 9th position. 8 teams and 24 players are now alive. Zero Fear Esports, they're still 4-man strong. And all these fights, all these eliminations are eventually eventually favoring Zero Fear Esports. Out of these fights and eliminations, Zero Fear Esports are getting huge amount of benefits. These fights and eliminations are benefiting Zero Fear Esports because they easily made it to the top 8. They will surely get 1 point out of this game. And now they will start to focus on eliminations as well, so that they get a combination of eliminations and finishes and placement points out of this game. Eliminations and finishes are the same thing. But yes, they need a combination of both these things, placements and eliminations. But you don't care, they are 4-man strong too. Team Bro Squad, they are 4-man strong as well. Multiple teams, they're 4-man strong except Team Samurai Gang, Dragon Fangs and Team Dropouts. Riz now just trying to survive inside that small shack. He is present on the edge of the circle. He doesn't need to do anything extra for now. He can just hold his position inside the small shack, and when his time will come, he will head towards the circle, but not now. Now it's too much early. Bella trying to find some connections. Team We Don't Care is maintaining a good split as well. Circle number 4 has been initiated, and circle now moves for a southwestern shift. Team Bro Squad on the 8 of the circle. Zero Fear Esports has a fantastic position inside the circle. But Team R2F, if they make it to the top 4 and if they are 4-man strong, again they will snatch a winner chicken dinner. So R2F Esports needs to be tackled right now, because they can shatter many teams' dream. Because if they're alive in the top 5, they will get their hands on that winner chicken dinner no matter what. It's so much easy for them to convert a normal game into a winner chicken dinner. Once they make it to the top 4, it's game over for the other teams surviving. They're so good at that. Dragon Fangs Riz gets finished off. Gentleman saving his teammate as well. Becomes a savior for his teammate Nanika, and with this Dragon Fangs, they are eliminated on 8th position. All comes down to 7 teams and 22 players. Bella gets knocked out. Cruel, he's the last ray of hope. That grenade came out of nowhere. Iron Wolves trying to secure that shack. Captain moves in. Cruel gets taken down. Captain does the job well there. Samurai Gang, they're eliminated on 7th position. Iron Wolves, they got that shack, but lack of communication there, and Infinity with a blunder. That was a very casual approach by Infinity. What was she thinking about? I mean, there was no need to do that stuff. He don't care about getting knocked out. He wants to get inside the shack, but Mugger won't allow him to do so. I think We Don't Care facing a casualty out of nowhere. But if he gets knocked out, it's going to be a reason for the Pro Squad. It's going to be an entertaining fight. Is this a close range fight? Yes, it is. Nanika is surrounded by players, and she's lacking with her HPs as well. Gentleman takes down Blaze-Tona. I guess now Bro Squad will move in. Gentleman, look at his HP. Gentleman does the job. Oh no, Kawasa with that grenade knocks down Nanika, knocks down 2 players. It's a 1v1, I guess. Gurung must win this 1v1 at any cost. Goes with the pixel peak. Didn't find any connections. Knocks down Illusion. Kawasa is the last player surviving. It was a 1v2, but Kawasa with this well-cooked grenade. Uh-oh, didn't make any connections. Can he heal himself? Can he buy enough time to heal himself? Gurung still hesitating to close in. Kawasa going for the travel. Was it a grenade? Head-to-head fight. Kawasa misses. Gurung connects. Bro Squad wipes out Team Zero Fury Esports on 6th position. 5 teams and 13 players are still alive. And I guess Gurung will revive his teammates as well. Naneka and Gentleman will live to see another day. What a fight that was! So many ups and downs for Bro Squad. Even with the in the devious battle, Gentleman missed some shots. Divine going for the distinct planet. Was the Bro immediately humbling him. I was talking about Gentleman. He missed some shots with the DBS, but his luck favoring him. Finally, he made that connection. And when he missed, his opponent had an opportunity to make this connection because it just takes one shot of DBS to take down your opponent. But luck is favoring Gentleman. And his opponent didn't make those connections. That was Kawasa who didn't make those connections. And Gentleman survived and won that fight. Crucial 1v1 for his team, which is why Team Bro Squad now they're 3-man strong. And in this last game, can they get the job done? Can they get that winner chicken dinner? It's crucial for them. R2F Esports, they make it to the top 5, but now they are not 4-man strong. But still, it will be just 1-man disadvantage for them because I believe they're 3-man strong. Sort of a head-to-head fight. Hate Demi. He has revealed his position, and that was a bad move by Hate Demi. There was no need to deal that fire. He didn't even see his opponent. That was just a random spray. Revealed his position, became a center of attraction, made things worse for himself. Sort of dug his own grave. Hate Demi gets knocked out due to his own mistake. Team We Don't Care, they are eliminated on 5th position. 4 teams and 9 players are still alive. Hate Demi gets finished off due to the blue zone, or Gentleman got that frag. Gentleman finished off Robin with this team R2F. They are eliminated on 4th position. 3 teams and 7 players. Pro Squad. They are looking powerful. Korong knocks down Mugger. Captain will surely prioritize that revival. What about one shot? Can he stab? Team Iron Wolves in their back. He's just watching the show now. He doesn't need no elimination. He is just playing for that winner chicken dinner because that's what matters here. And again, team dropouts after facing casualties in the initial stages. They again made it to the top 3. They have a habit of losing players in the initial stages, but it's so good at bouncing back. They did it again. Kurung gets spotted by Atha. Gentleman trying the Tranor again and again, but misses twice. Atha goes for the grenade, goes for the random spray, didn't make any connections. Makar and Captain, the only duel contributing in terms of finishes, but now Gurung with that on-point grenade knocks down Atha. Job got much more easy for Bro Squad. It's a 3v2 now. But they gotta be aware because Conquest, at any moment he can strike, and when he will strike, it's gonna be ugly for Team Bro Squad because Bro Squad is on his target. No matter what team is in front of him, he will strike. And right now, Bro Squad is right ahead of Conquest. Another player gets knocked out for Bro Squad. It's a 1v2, and what is Conquest waiting for? This is the moment where he can fire, and Conquest made a mess here. Nasty reflex by Nanika takes down Conquest, shuts him down. Team dropouts. They are eliminated on 3rd position. It's a 2v2 fight. Mugger looking forward for a revival. Gentleman closing in. Captain right in front of him. It's a 1v3 now. Goro gets that revival immediately. And Captain doesn't even have any utility in his hands now. Gentleman gets knocked down. That was very quick by Captain. Can we see a clutch? Oh, grenade by Naneka. Ends things with style. It is all over. Bro Squad gets that winner chicken dinner with a total amount of 11 elimination. Hashtag 2 for Team Iron Wolves. 9 eliminations and hashtag 3 for Team Dropouts. With this, we come to an end of our match number 3 of day 2. With this, I'll be taking a leave, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be meeting next week Till then, bye bye, good night, and take care.